Okay, the next step is now direct activity allocation will be creating some more cost centers where we have this example that a cost center plant maintenance gives maintenance service to three production cost centers. Now, production cost centers can be your your machine that is actually into production, and there's another cost center for plant maintenance, which repairs and overhauls the machinery. Activity type is to be allocated, which is maintenance hours of category 1, that is manual entry of how many hours have been put in maintenance. And that will be manual allocation between cost centers using cost element. To send a cost element will be, cost center will be 108, receiving cost center will be 101, 102, and 103, which are production cost centers. We've already made a group of this. The transaction that will be involved is RKL. Allocation method is called direct activity allocation. The allocation activity quantities are entered directly using KB21N, which is that sender can be overhead cost center and receiver can be a production cost center. Or direct allocation happens automatically through production order confirmations, which is this T code CO11N, where the example is a sender is production cost center, receiver is a cost object. Cost object can be a production order or a product cost controller. And a production order basically is made at the production planning level, where it actually clubs routing and bills of material, and all the costs are basically collected at production order level. Now, production order is a document, but it also has some other features like budgeting, forecasting also, along with routing and BOM and execution of the production. So it is quite diversified and a versatile data object or cost object. In this scenario, activity type is evaluated initially by planned price, which is set manually, which is signified and denoted with pricing indicator 3. Manually, pricing indicator is 3. At the time of actual price calculation, activity type is reevaluated and difference is allocated to receivers. I hope this is clear. This is the example that we are basically going to create. Now, let me just pull up the server. Okay. Now, the step is, we have already understood this. Okay. Now, next step is KS01, X100801, OKKS, ZAP9, KS0, oh, KS01, plant maintenance, plant maintenance. Okay, service cost center, hierarchy area. Profit center will be blank, save it, enter. Okay, this is done. Next step is we create a allocation cost element. Okay, and we'll use Okay, secondary cost. Okay, new. It's already created. Oh, okay, okay. We are in DAP. Oh, ZAP 9. Sure. Okay, we have cafeteria charges. Double click, copy 29. Plant maintenance, plant maintenance, control data. Oh, category will be 43, internal activity allocation, because we have to capture activity hours manually, right? Okay, internal activity, and we'll just save it. Plant maintenance is done. Okay. Next is controlling cost center accounting, master data, activity type, individual processing, KL01. Categories, of course, when you will actually practice it, then you'll actually remember the categories also. It's even we don't remember. Okay, we just actually have to see the case study, the process, and then we can decide what has to be done. Okay. MNTHR, which is maintenance hours. Okay. Activity unit will be hours, and it will be all categories, all cost centers. Activity type category will be now over here, because plant maintenance is done manually, and the hours that will be locked by the personnel with their hours that are clocked in the system. And in some cases, it will be done. Uh, it will be done manually. Okay, so what are the types that we have available to us? Manual entry, manual allocation. Because if you just look and just logically connect it, plant maintenance being done on the machine, it can take 3 hours, it can be 5, so it cannot be fixed. So it will be manual entry, manual allocation. Allocations being between cost centers, it will be shifted using allocation, cost element, indirect determination, indirect allocation. We've already seen indirect allocation through between cost centers using activity types, right? In the last example, it was a little bit complex because it involved three processes like allocation, indirect activity, and then pricing. That's why it was a bit confusing for everyone. Manual entry, no allocation. I mean, these are the scenarios. So manual entry, manual allocation. Okay. Allocation cost element, we've just made that. If you remember, that is plant maintenance. Now, this will be responsible for working with this activity type. This will actually supervise the transfer between plant maintenance cost center to the prod cost center group. Okay. Now, price indicator. Price indicator, it will be determined manually. You can actually calculate through KP06, KP26 between how, for example, let me just explain it. Manual activity, 3 hours. Per hour rate, let's say 400. So price will be 1200 hours. Okay. So average price is 400, right? But for example, the overheads can be in actual can be different. The price can be different, like 1500. For some reason, you had to buy some supplies or repair or buy more supplies, okay, for the plant. So that will actually push the cost to 1500. So that differential will then calculate the per hour price. It will be different. So average planned price is 400. Okay, how we get it? So manually you can do it. Okay, actual price indicator based on actual price, actual automatically based on activity. How many activity hours have been put in? Oh, okay. Actual price basically on activity. How many hours? I mean, you don't have to actually change the price. It will just bring it automatically. Okay. Based on the number of hours that have been put. Didn't get it. Okay. For example, you have a machine, let's say bonding machine or a press. Now, press basically is hydraulic. Okay. After like 500 hours, it needs overhaul or repair. And repair usually takes average 2 hours. Okay. And the team arrives, which is the plant maintenance team from cost center X1008. And when they actually started overhauling, they took 3.5 hours instead of 2. Okay. And in that, they also bought some more supplies or repairs or whatever tools, whatever. So per hour pricing will now be manual and it will be calculated and it will be distributed on hourly basis. For example, if your hour was, let's say, $120 per hour, now it will be somewhere 129 per hour. Okay, 129 per hour into 3.5, whatever is the result, will get distributed to X1001, X1002, X1003. Okay, that is how you actually calculate. You are calculating activity, hours, and pricing also, and then getting the total distributed to these cost centers. That is the concept. Okay, save. Now this is saved. Controlling area ZAP 9. Change groups and RKL activity type allocation. Assign element to group. ZAP 9. Save. Okay. Now let's create planning layout. Next is planning layout. Let's SPRO, IMG, planning, user defined, layouts, and line P1. We already created one, I guess, or didn't we? I don't think we have created one. Okay, over here we have activity type. No, we have not created. Okay, plan activity, distribution, metric, capacity, distribution, which is again 2, 1, 3, whatever units, plan variance price, plan fixed price, and so on. Okay. Activity type prices. You choose a name and reserve, choose another name. I mean what? Okay. Okay. Now I don't want to change it. I want to copy this. We want to see the copy. And let's change it from here because I want to change it directly, but it's not allowing me. Okay. That 9, 2, plan, local, local, currency. I'll copy from this, enter, create. Now over here, what we'll do, fixed price, fixed variable, price, price fixed, variable price. Okay. Where was that again? Now formatting ready for input. Delete element. This variable price formatting ready for input. Delete element. Yes. Okay. Now, because this thing a little bit, if you get it wrong, your activity pricing and everything has to be redone. That's why you have to be a little bit cautious in this. Edit element, insert element, key figure with characteristics, confirm. Now, what we are going to do is plan the price, plan the plant maintenance hours, plan fixed price in controlling area currency, plan fixed price in object currency. Okay. Firm. Okay. Plan fixed price. No, it shouldn't be here. This is unit, this is distribution keys. More edit element, insert element, confirm. Plan fixed pricing object currency, confirm. Okay, great. Unit price. Edit element, insert, confirm. Plan variable price and object currency. Confirm. Okay. Plan fixed price, variable price, variable price. Okay, planned, all planned. Edit columns, append additional, edit columns, append additional fields, unit, confirm. Now this will have units for this. Okay. Distribution and distribution capacity. I don't think we need this, but okay, let's leave it. One currency indicator. Capacity, distribution, unit, plan fixed price, unit price. Allocation cost element. Allocation cost element. Here's currency. Active type category, equivalence number. Okay, scheduled activity. Text exists. Distribution, plan, object currency, unit, plan, unit. What are we missing? What are we missing? We define two rows or columns identical except for the key figure. However, there is a connection between two, and that the key figure is calculated based on second the rate of currency translation. Therefore, both of these rows cannot be ready for simultaneous entry of the attributes such as belonging to these key figures. Some of these are not ready for entry by choosing format. Set one of these rows columns as not ready for entry. Not ready for entry. Net ready. Plan fixed price, plan variable price. Plan variable price. Okay. This will be ready for entry. Save. Only one currency indicator are ready for import. Where is currency? Plan activity, distribution, plan variable price, unit price, object currency. Um, remember, let's see. Okay, I guess that price was in another currency. Okay, user-defined planner profiles. Next is define user-defined planner profiles. I hope you're getting the point. Setting the rows and columns is a little bit trickier part. Okay, exact. It's always tricky. Okay, planner profile, general controlling. Okay, now this is basically distribution key currency, distribution key quantities. One, and what are these denominations? Let's see. Equal distribution, manual distribution, distribution as before. We will go for equal distribution. And this is all the same. Equal distribution. One. Okay. Layouts for controlling. New entries. That 9 2 overwrite. We can actually overwrite our plan prices. That is the point here. Okay, file description means that you can actually integrated Excel means that you can pull the data from an Excel into this planner profile. But your formatting again, where we got stuck, you have to be very, very careful in that. Okay, save. Layout does not exist. Yeah, override. Override. Save. Okay, next is FB01L. ZAP 9, 400, 500, 45,000, X1008, 40, 400, 600, 36,000, X1008, 50, 200, 691, KSB1, 18, 01, execute, 81. Okay. Next is important step. Confusing and important. KP26. Activity type, price planning. Now, activity type is your hours, version 0, 1 to 12, 2024. On this cost center, which is plant maintenance, for which activity? Now, there can be multiple activities, and it is maintenance hours. Now, plant maintenance can do overhaul, it can do maintenance hours, it can do anything. So multiple activities can be done. Okay. Settings, planner profile. Planner profile will be ZAP 91. And this is the problem. Again, we'll have to go back. Controlling. Layout. Nine two. Oh, okay. This is the mistake I did. 91. Okay. 26. Okay. Change. ZAP 92. Now this is working. L9P1. Activity plan, local currency. Okay, SPRO. Let's see. Then we'll have to redo it again. We might have missed something. Line P1. Let's do one thing. Instead of this, let's no, let's not use L9P1 for now because I think this is not required. Over here, it's open. Let's use this L9P1 for now. KP26 X108 form-based maintenance hours overview screen. Okay, plan activity. Less than 1 minute is remaining now. Maintenance hours activity will be 100. Okay.